What's happening, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I'm here with Billy, and today we are
installing a Braum racing harness in the back of my 2004 wagon.
So stay tuned, and we're gonna get it all laid out for you. All right, guys. Billy and I are just chilling in the back of his car now. We got the harness bar out. The strut supports are down here. This is all your hardware here we got so far. We're gonna utilize some of it, but probably not all of it. We're gonna probably maintain the stock seatbelt bolts. We left the one over here. So let's go ahead and just start getting everything taken apart, and we'll show you step by step. So step one, you're gonna put on the seatbelt bracket. So it's gonna be this guy here. It's gonna mount onto your pillar. Utilizing an 8mm Allen key. Billy's just gonna tighten that up. We're gonna prep both sides before we put it up on here in the actual bolts.
Another good tip is to make it sure it's just finger tight for now and make sure it fits perfectly before we actually crank it down.
All right, guys, now that we have these brackets attached on there, step two is gonna actually be pulling off the stock seat belts. These are a 14mm, so you're gonna go and pull that. It will be locked in place with a little lock washer, so you might have to smack that out with a hammer, just so you know. All right, guys, so utilizing these stock bolt that we pulled out of the pillar itself, we're gonna use that one here with the actual bracket on the system. We have a little spacer that came with the kit, so we added that in there, and then we put the lock washer back in there just to hold everything together that came from the stock seatbelt as well. So now we're gonna go ahead and slap this back up in there and bolt it all down. All right, guys, now that we have our mounts up here, finger tightened on both sides over here, Billy is working on pulling out the lower seatbelt bolt. That's gonna be utilized for our struts coming down the side here. So you're basically gonna bolt there, coming up to the actual harness bar itself. So we're gonna work on that now. All right, guys, after trimming the carpet a little bit down here, the bottom of the strut bar hasn't put in. We went ahead and put the stock bolts in back in there. There is a stock washer we put in there as well. So everything's down there is hooked up. Coming back up top, we're now going to use a larger bolt that came in the kit to connect the top of the strut to the harness bar itself. So basically putting it here and going in like that. There are washers we're gonna put in there as well, and a lock nut. All right, guys, that's what it's gonna look like with the washers added in there. There's the lock nut. As I said, it is a 17mm socket. So we're gonna get to use our 17mm socket, but we're also gonna need a wrench. So Billy's gonna go grab one of those real quick.
What does it go for?
All right, guys, everything is all connected now. Strut bar is in place. Everything is good and tight now. We're gonna go ahead and tighten up the top bolts, and then we're gonna go ahead and pull off this cover to remove the stock seatbelt. So we're gonna do that next. All right, guys, we went ahead and pulled that cover off. As you guys can see, should just be some clips in place there. Billy's now taking off that actual seatbelt, the whole entire mechanism itself. The lower bolt is a 14mm. The top, we'll get to that in a second, but it also has a Phillips head too if you don't have the size. All right, guys, after getting that whole seatbelt mechanism out of that base, we went ahead and put the covers back on. So now everything is looking real nice. We're gonna go ahead and finish up tightening all the bolts, and then we're gonna go ahead and move on to the new harnesses. All right, guys, so we have one set done over here. We ended up cutting our harnesses and basically mounting them up top here on the bar, so we didn't have to map the rest of the strap down below. And we went ahead and bolted them down into the floor mounts. So we are good to go with one seat. We're gonna go ahead and move on to the driver's side. All right, guys, and now the driver's side is done as well. As I said, we went ahead and cut these instead of using the little clips for the bottom where you basically bolt to the floorboard. We went ahead and just wrapped around the pole. It'll work either way, so we went ahead and nice and tight with that one. And then again, we went back down to the floor pan and went to the back side of that seat, bolted those in. So now harnesses and the harness bar are installed and looking nice. So Billy wants to go ahead and pull out the little clickers down here for the seatbelt since the seatbelt is gone. So we're just gonna take out the center console real quick. It's gonna be pretty simple as opposed to taking the seat out. So you can go either way. You can pull the whole entire seat up and then go ahead and get to the clicker, or you can just take the center console out and then come from the ends like this. So we're gonna actually go this way. So if Billy can get his shift knob off, then we're gonna get on our way. All right, guys, and now that we have everything pulled up, we didn't disconnect everything. We just kind of pulled the whole console up. So now Billy's down there, it's boxed in, and we're gonna go ahead and get those out.
All right, guys, well, there you have it. Install the harnesses with the Braum harness bar. Time to go get a little test drive.
All right, guys, we are strapped in now. First little issue we have, we need to tighten these a lot, but we'll get that done after a second. Billy wants to go for a little mobbing fest. So that's what we're gonna do now, to give them a little test drive, even though they're not very safe. So stay tuned. All right, guys, we adjusted those harnesses. Now they're gonna be nice and tight, nice and safe. Got our nice pre-zip ties on there again. So we are ready to go. As I said, harness bar is installed, harnesses are installed. Billy is happy, he's enjoying it. So thanks for watching, guys. Subscribe to the channel, like the video. We'll do more installation stuff. As I said, we got the FRS turbo install coming up soon, probably after Christmas. So we're gonna do that then. Probably Billy's gonna do some coilovers as well, isn't that right?
Hopefully.
Yep, so we got some stuff coming along. Billy's gonna get a new shift knob, stuff like that. And stay tuned, the podcast with Sean at Beyond 337, probably gonna be coming soon. So stay tuned for those. We were gonna do it last week, but some things came up. He got stuck in that snowstorm out there in Corpus Christi. So we are gonna probably have that soon, so stay tuned for that. I'll let you guys know when that is out. But thanks for watching, guys, and have a good one. See ya.